I have a right to face my accuser, Your Honor.
No, here's the thing. They want to throw around magic words like Jack and the Beanstalk. Oh, let me throw right to accuser, right to confront. Let me throw, I want a dismissal.
Somebody was trying to take my life that night, and I was just trying to save my life.
And I did.
And I ended up at the hospital. I called the cops.
All right, and let me stop you right there. Drug use.
No, ma'am.
You're telling me you never used any drugs?
No.
All right, guys. Today's case isn't just your typical courtroom moment. It's a legal showdown you'll want to watch closely from start to end. In today's spotlight, we've got a man proudly calling himself a sovereign citizen stepping into a legal battle against a judge who's not here for nonsense, delays, or outlandish theories. This isn't a minor case over some paperwork error. This man's freedom is literally on the line, with serious prison time looming if things don't go his way. Now, if you're familiar with the sovereign citizen movement, you can probably guess the playbook. Expect him to argue that the court has no jurisdiction over him, claim he doesn't consent to being tried, or maybe even bring up bizarre maritime laws. And just to be clear, none of that holds up in an actual courtroom. Judges don't deal in hypotheticals when real lives and laws are involved. But what truly makes this case so intense is the judge himself. Calm, clear, but absolutely uncompromising. He's not playing games, and he's certainly not letting legal fantasy derail the session. This isn't just a hearing, it's a masterclass in courtroom control, as the judge carefully shuts down each attempt to dodge reality. S.O. buckle in, because we're about to witness some wild claims, hard lessons, and a judge who's ready to hand out reality checks without hesitation. And as always, I want to know your take on this one. Did the judge manage the courtroom perfectly? Or do you think he should have cracked down even harder? Sound off in the comments as we dive straight into this intense legal standoff. Let's break it all down.
All right, Judge, he's on his way up. For your edification, this was a plea that we entered in front of Judge Angelini for 10 defer.
Oh, no, I remember.
Okay, well, I'm just going to fill you in on what's going on there today.
All right, what's happening today?
So I asked the DA if he would be willing to consider the 10 deferred. He said, let me think about it. We did enter the plea fully and officially on the 4 silent. Mr. Hernandez then tells me he wants me to put in a motion to dismiss for prejudice, and I told him there is no such thing because, you know, judges bust plea bargains all the time. That doesn't give you a right to dismiss. And so then he says, well, he wants a jury trial. And I said, well, we have entered the plea on the 4 silent, so the judge may or may not allow you to withdraw your plea. And then that's what he wants to speak to you about.
All right. All right, we can go on the record.
Yes, ma'am. I just didn't understand what I was signing. And
Excuse
She
me.
hasn't
I'm
started
sorry.
yet.
I'm sorry.
All right, and let me stop you right there. All this thing where people say they don't understand what they were signing, based upon what is the information that I've received, that first it was 10 years deferred and the judge denied it, and then it came back to a silent offer. Yeah, everybody understood. Court is calling 2023 CR 10221, State of Texas versus Joe Hernandez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel Escobar for the state of Texas.
For the defense?
Suzanne Kramer.
All right, and are you Mr. Hernandez?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, a plea was entered in this case on, let me see what date is stamped on here, on April 22nd, 2024. According to the plea bargain agreement, punishments to be assessed at 4 years in the prison. There's a $1,500 fine, and the state is silent on the defendant's application. All right, with regards to the plea bargain agreement, the court, of course, does not have the PSI because we're coming back. Can someone tell me what his criminal history is?
Judge, I don't have a file on that.
Basically, I could be off on this, but my memory is some minor misdemeanors and no felony convictions.
Mhm. So counsel, do you wish to have a PSI done, or do you wish the court to make its ruling?
Honestly, Judge, based on his criminal history, and of course, you don't have the benefit of the interview with him, but Mr. Delgado and Escobar and I can fill you in on part of the, I think it was part of this plea bargain too, was evaluation for Mick. There are definitely some mental health issues going on. You can tell by reading the report, but you do not have the benefit of having that in front of you. But I do feel confident, of course, it's up to him, to go forward today.
All right. So I am reading the police report. And based upon the police report that I've read that are in the stipulation, there is documentation of bizarre behavior. And I don't know, based upon the police report, if that bizarre behavior was drug induced or if there's some sort of mental health issues.
Which is why I think we had dual, right, with Mick, or was it just Mick?
I'm making that, yes, that was.
I mean, based on my time, and certainly I'm not an expert in any way, but I would tend to think it might have been both, but definitely some mental health issues.
All right, Mr. Hernandez, you want to raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Joe Hernandez.
All right, so Mr. Hernandez, have you ever been diagnosed with any type of mental health issues?
No, ma'am.
All right, not even in your childhood?
No, ma'am.
Drug use?
No, ma'am.
You're telling me you never used any drugs?
No.
Let's be real for a second. When it comes to sovereign citizens, most of them tend to fit neatly into one of two patterns. On one side, you've got the confused ones, lost in a haze of misinformation. On the other, you'll find those who seem completely disconnected from reality, operating in their own self-made universe. But every now and then, you get a rare mix, a person who manages to be both confused and utterly delusional at the same time. And folks, today's defendant? He's shaping up to be that unfortunate combination. From the way he carries himself to his questionable backstory, everything about this guy raises more doubts than answers. He expects us to believe he's been targeted and arrested over and over again without cause? That his multiple drug charges have nothing to do with actual drugs? Sorry, but the justice system doesn't just slap people with drug charges for fun. Every single accusation has to pass through strict legal steps, starting with probable cause, followed by evidence collection, and ending with a judge reviewing the facts. It's not a lottery where names are drawn at random. Now look, I'll be fair here. Maybe there's something we haven't seen yet. Maybe there's a hidden piece to his puzzle. But judging by what we're hearing so far, his story isn't adding up. I'm definitely skeptical, but I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you think there's even a shred of truth to his claims? Or are we just watching another sovereign citizen trapped in his own alternate reality? Drop your opinions below, and let's get back into this case to see how the court handles what's coming next.
I'm an alcoholic, yes. I drink, but that's it.
All right, so in the stipulation, they're saying that you were exhibiting bizarre behavior.
Somebody was trying to take my life that night, and I was just trying to save my life. I was asking for help. And I didn't want to die that night. Somebody came at my door trying to kill me.
And I didn't.
And I ended up at the hospital. I called the cops. She has the phone record that I called the cops asking for help. I ended up at the hotel. I did everything wrong, yes. But I was just trying to save my life that night. I didn't want to die that night. I didn't want somebody to take my life for no reason. That's the God's honest truth. And I'm here fighting this. I don't have mental issues.
Oh, I mean, if you want a jury trial, we'll give you a jury trial.
I'm 34 years old.
No, if you want a jury trial, you can have a jury trial. That's your question.
Or you can request the judge to give you deferred, and then that way you know that, you know what the end result's gonna be.
I have a right to face my accuser, Your Honor.
No, here's the thing. And this is what I don't think people understand. We can go off the record. Everybody thinks that they can be an attorney without a license. They want to throw around magic words like Jack and the Beanstalk. Oh, let me throw right to accuser, right to confront. Let me throw, I want a dismissal. The question is, do you want a jury trial? Yes or no? And let me explain something to you. If you say you want a jury trial, this train is going to a jury trial. This train is not at the last minute. Oh, I see witnesses walking in the door, so therefore I'm deciding to enter a plea bargain agreement. If you want a jury trial, court will give you a jury trial. You will get a quick, fast jury trial. So you want to discuss that with your attorney? You can. You all want to discuss that?
I'm good with the jury trial.
Do you want to discuss that with your client?
I think based on my conversation with him earlier this morning that he is, because of what happened the other day, it just took him off of pleading and he wants his jury trial.
All right, we're coming back on June 3rd,
Thank you, Judge.
and you will have your jury trial, and your plea deadline date has expired.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
May I approach, Your Honor,
Just one moment.
off the record?
Yes.
I'm going to the new Plaza Club on Weston to find out. It's supposed to open up. I'm gonna find out what the lunches are about. I understand you love the chop house.
Yes.
I don't think they have it. I'm gonna find out and I'll report back
Yes. Do away with their chopped salad.
because the world changes, Judge.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll probably text you.
All
let
right.
you know what's
All
going
right. Thank you.
on. Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, I couldn't skip over that last moment. It was just too amusing to ignore. Did anyone else catch that quick exchange between the judge and the man sitting in the gallery? I'm telling you, the guy looked like a seasoned attorney, and there was definitely some subtle energy between him and Judge Boyd. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, but sometimes courtroom body language tells its own story. And honestly, moments like that give these intense hearings a bit of unexpected humor. But let's not lose focus, because the real drama here is still unfolding. Our sovereign citizen defendant? He had a plea deal literally handed to him, a deal that could have shaved serious time off his sentence. And what does he do? Throws it straight in the trash, insisting on a full-blown jury trial instead. I mean, really? This man seriously believes he can charm or confuse a jury into setting him free. Based on his courtroom behavior so far, it's clear this isn't about proving innocence. It feels more like he's playing delay tactics, hoping the legal system just gives up from sheer frustration. What he's missing, though, is the fact that he's standing before Judge Boyd, someone known for her patience, yes, but not for letting defendants manipulate courtroom proceedings. Her message is clear. The law doesn't slow down just because you can't decide which excuse to use. Every time he stalls or shifts strategy, he's pushing himself closer to a harsher sentence. Watching him twist in his own confusion is honestly exhausting, yet somehow impossible to look away from. And his claim about never touching drugs? Let's be honest, that's hard to buy given his record. Not saying people can't surprise you, but that defense felt way too convenient. Still, I'll leave that judgment to you. Tell me what you think. Was rejecting the plea deal a huge mistake? Should Judge Boyd have cracked down sooner? Drop your thoughts below. I break down cases like this every day, so if you're into courtroom drama, legal twists, and a few unexpected laughs, stick around. Take care, and stay smart out there.